Okay, hi. I'm gonna make this video really quick. This is the third time I've tried to make this. Technology is not working well with me this morning, so yay. That's okay though. It is Sunday. Um, I am making these videos on Sundays now, I think, because I tend to be very tired on Saturdays, at least for now. That might change. So, yay. I'm tired because I've been trying to learn so much stuff. And learning takes, like, energy. For me, at least, because I want to learn everything I can learn about my new job and about the new department that I'm in and the people and all of this. And I can't know all of the things all, right away. It's going to take time. So today's video is basically about pacing yourself. When you are on any project, whether it's learning something new, like a new language, or taking a class, or learning a new job, whether it's building a relationship with a new person, whether it's understanding yourself and going through learning to meditate and learning how to communicate through your dreams and things like that, you have to pace yourself. Even if you're super excited, even if you're like gung-ho, super full of energy, and you just want to keep going and going and going and going, you have to back off a little and pace yourself sometimes and take breaks from the learning, at least, because it will drain you. Also, you have to be willing to accept that you're not going to see super fast results. This is all just me right now, basically. It's like I'm having to pace myself, slow down a little bit, and realize that to retain all of this knowledge at a deep level that I'm learning about all this new stuff, not just work stuff, but I'm going into some like metaphysical, spiritual stuff too lately, involving multidimensions and different types of alien groups that have history on this planet. So I'm learning all of this stuff, and I'm having a lot of different kinds of informations happening. My brain is like, and I just want to keep on. It's like I'm at a buffet, and I just want to keep going back to the buffet and getting more and more plates of food. And sometimes you just gotta stop and put the plate down and walk away, take a break. So my weekends are gonna become more of that, where I'm gonna learn how to do that and take a break from reality, both the spiritual side and the work side, because the neither one of them has specific. I can't just like turn one off and one on and one on. It doesn't work that way. Like it's either I am active, engaged in my surroundings, which means that, whether it's work, whether it's spiritualism, whether it's whatever, I'm in it. Or like what I have to do, I guess, on Saturdays is I have to go out. I have to just be in my own zone, and not be so focused on all that stuff, if that makes sense. The other thing too is, so pacing myself means that I have to expect that through time I will learn. Through time I will get more comfortable with this. I have to maybe set smaller incremental goals so that I can gauge where I'm at, But I can't expect myself to feel 100% about something all the time. I'm going to have these moments where I feel shaky and I feel like, ooh, I'm not 100% sure that I understand this concept. That's fine. That's healthy. And I'm going to let myself down. There's going to be moments where I think I know something and it turns out I was wrong, and that's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Being able to go through that process, anytime you're either learning something new or involved in something new, it helps to not go through that that burnout process. This is good with relationships too. You can get too involved too quickly with people to the point where you literally, it's like a firecracker. It just burns the whole thing out. Like those, those fireworks on like 4th of July, right? Too much, too fast, and then poof, nothing, right? Whereas like a sparkler, right, or some kind of a longer burning thing, it's going to burn for a while, right? So sometimes a smaller, more gradual burn is better. I can't speak from experience. I tend to be very, what's the word? There really isn't a word, but intense as far as when I get emotionally involved with people, in all different aspects, whether they're friends, whether, it's my wife, whether it's, family, or whether it's like whatever it is. I tend to be very emotionally invested, very mentally invested when I'm communicating with people, and therefore I'm not very good at that whole like slowly. I'm just kind of like, the moment I meet somebody and I could tell in the future that I'm going to know them and trust them in the future, I just take that energy and carry it now. Like, no, that whole slowly part on my end, I already know this person, I already trust them. Brandon in 2 years tells me it's okay, so Brandon right now is like, okay, cool. That's weird, but that's okay. So pacing myself is important over the next several weeks as I learn and adjust and cope, basically. because it's chaos. Just chaos. And I'm coping so far. So the other thing too is to super like appreciate like things, because I had a moment this morning where I just like realized I really appreciate where I'm at. Like I remember when I was 13 and 14 and I mean even 15 and 16 and pretty much most of my youth, where I was like alone, you know, like in my room playing with, you know, things, doing video game stuff, reading a book, whatever, but I was alone. And I didn't have people that I could just reach out to anytime I felt like I needed to talk to somebody, you know? I have that now, and that's crazy. Like, I like, it's just weird, you know? So it's like I'm in that like moment where it's like I appreciate my family, I appreciate my wife, I appreciate my friends more than they'll realize I appreciate them, which is fine. I appreciate all of that. I appreciate that I have a job. I appreciate that I like my job. You know, that's good. I appreciate that I have like a place to live, just literally within viewing distance of where I am standing. There are homeless people just camped all over the place. They used to all be in one place, but that place got broken up, as it's happening in a lot of cities due to sanitary conditions and drugs and stuff. They broke the whole thing up. But that didn't stop. The people are still on the streets. They're just scattered now. So instead of seeing them all in one place, you just see one here and one over here. And on this corner, there's one there. And there's a guy hanging out behind the dumpster over, literally right over there. I had that moment where I realized, what if? What if I woke up and instead of this life, I was on the street and my family had turned their back on me for reasons. My friends I didn't have anymore because I burned all my bridges, right? And I'm addicted to like drugs of some sort that are like hurting me, right? Or I'm an alcoholic, or I'm just traumatized to the point where I can't socialize, you know? Like, to the point where all that I want is either my next fix or just bread, you know? Like, I don't know. It's kind of, just to appreciate where I'm at and appreciate what I have, appreciate that I have two hands, you know? I can talk, I can see, like, the simplest things. Just stop, you know, and appreciate them, and take a moment to realize that there'll be a day in the future when some of these things you won't have. Maybe one day I'll go blind, or maybe, you know, I'll get really bad arthritis and I won't be able to like do all my crazy hand things, you know? Who knows? The point is, appreciate what you have today. Stop worrying about what you don't have. I could sit here going on for hours going, well, you know what I don't have? Okay, I don't have a really fancy like drone. I'd really like a drone, you know, just to fly around, just to, you know, if there's people partying in the park, I'll just fly a drone over them just for fun, you know? That's my point. Don't worry about the crap you don't have. Just focus on what you have and appreciate the hell out of it, and then more will come to you, and it's time for you to have more things. Not just things, but relationships, jobs, money, meditation, connection to your spiritual self. These will all come to you if you pace yourself and you appreciate where you're at now. Haha! Look, they both tied in together. I knew it. All right, we're done. Peace out, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have fun.